Hi, my name is Aliza from Seems So Easy, www.seemsoeasy.com. I've been sewing for 15 years and today I'm going to show you some techniques. Today I'm going to talk you through a sewing pattern. These you can buy at any haberdashery. You can also buy them online. These are the ones that come in the form of a packet, but you also get them as PDF downloads now as well. And they will tell you how to print it up, and it will come in that number of pages. Now, sewing pattern at the back will have the body measurements of the size that you're going to cut for and the yardage. Now, most patterns won't just give you one pattern, they'll give you variations and options. So as you can see, style A is a dress, style B is also a dress, but in the second option there is another ruffle added. So you choose which one you would like to do. Say you were going to do size A, style A. You turn it to the back and style A here, and you can see it says A dress, and there's 45, and 45 means the width of the fabric. So sewing fabric generally comes in 45 or 60 width. And if you were going to buy 45 width fabric, you would need 2¼ meters. And these are the sizes. So you take the measurement, so a chest and a waist, an approximate height measurement, and the height would only make a difference in where you wanted your hem to finish. And choosing that, so say we did for a 3-year-old girl, which would be this, you'll need 2¾ yards of fabric. And at the bottom it'll tell you need ½ a yard of ribbon, 3/8 wide. So you should be able to get all of that at your haberdasheries. Otherwise, nowadays you get lots of different fabric stores online, and they will all be able to coordinate fabrics and give you what you need. It will also tell you at the top here, under fabrics, what sort of fabrics are best done. I will also show you. So this is what a pattern will look like. It'll come on this pieces of paper. And if you notice, this is just half of it. Each of it has got a number. So there's number 10, number 14, number 13. And each number corresponds to a piece of a pattern. So taking that we were going to sew that dress A, when you look at your pattern, it says A dress, use pieces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And it also gives you this little map. So on size 44 to 45 inch fabric with nap, all sizes, this is how, once you lay your fabric down, you're going to cut your pieces out and lay it on the fabric. There is also a guide up here which shows each piece individually, so you know what you're cutting. So that's number 1, that's number 2, that's either side of the front bodice. Number 3, which is probably lying at the back. Number 4, which is the front over there. Number 5, which is the binding for the back of the neck. Number 6, which is the back. 7, 8 will be lining pieces as well. And that is what you need. Now these are the general pattern, general directions, and each pattern piece will have this. It says the pattern. Each one uses symbols. So that's a grain line. It's a straight arrow and 2 arrows on either side. The grain line pairs the straight grain of fabric parallel to selvage. And here is the grain line on the piece. So what that simply means is you cut this, you either trace this or cut this piece out and lay it flat on a piece of fabric so that it's going perpendicular to the selvage of the fabric. That means place solid line on fold of fabric. So that would be like this piece over here, and what that means is you'd fold your fabric in two and place this at the fold of the fabric. So you're cutting a double piece of that. Center back, center front or back of garment, that is simply a line that shows you how to center your garment as you're sewing it. Those notches are just to reduce bulk when you're sewing. Dots like that would simply mean that you have to center those dots one on top of the other when you're sewing them to make sure that you're getting everything nice and straight. The single solid black line is a cutting line. And these lines, and most patterns do this now, they have these lengthen or shorten lines. That means you can change the pattern that they've given you, and they're telling you where you can shorten it. So either you want a shorter top or a shorter skirt, or you want a pair of pants or to make a pair of shorts, so they tell you where you can shorten that. Each pattern piece will also come with another piece of fabric like this, and it will give you some guidelines as to how to sew this particular pattern. Now this one, yes, here we go. So the dress A, it tells you how to stay stitch or where to stay stitch, how to put your pattern together, and how to do it in each individual steps. And this continues for each piece of your pattern.